Peace and blessings, family. Today we're going to decipher and decipher happy date of birth to brother Kwame Ture, also known as the pioneer Stokely Carmichael. I would like to share with y'all a phrase or a quote that he used to use. I'm just going to paraphrase it off the top of my head, but basically he explained to us that if a white man wants to lynch me, that's his problem. But if he has the power to lynch me, that's my problem. You see, the power to lynch somebody, the power to hate somebody is not rooted in their attitude or whether they hate you or love you or whether they like you or dislike you. It's based on capitalism. Do they have the power to do something against you? That's the one you want to worry about. That's the one you want to fear. As Jesus put, you want to fear the one that could kill the body and the thought or the idea. Killing the body, that's all in it. I mean, you could kill the messenger, but you can't kill a message. So those that stand up for truth, peace, freedom, justice, and equality, pioneers, are not afraid of death. That comes with the territory. I mean, but the pressure should be conscious that the other side of the coin is true too. They ain't afraid to sacrifice. So Stokely basically explained to us that if a white man wants to lynch you, that's his problem. That's her problem, his problem. But if they have the power to lynch you, that's your problem. That's our problem. Because racism gains its power not through the attitude of the hater, but through capitalism. So our attitude towards that potential lyncher is what determines whether or not they have power. See, they can hate you all day. You're going to have your haters. Let the haters hate. But as long as they don't take an affirmative step, you put on a pay on no mind list and you keep it moving. You keep pushing forward. Now, racism, sexism, and even classism all are derived from capitalism or how much money or political lobbying and power you have. In this country, if you have money and unity and you're lobbying, you have real power. That power can manifest itself in Roe versus Wade, where you can stop it or you can start it again. Power of the people. You can have gay rights, or you could be deprived of gay rights. You can have poor people rights, or you could be deprived of poor people rights. You can get prison reform, or you could be deprived of prison reform. You can get prison justice, or you could be deprived of prison justice. Whatever it is in this country, historically, for over 500 years, those that had the organization, the money, the unity, they were able to make things happen. Now, black people is like 15% of the population of the United States of America, with the Hispanics, with the Native American Indians, with the Asians and so forth, even the liberal whites. That's an extreme power base. So how are the greedy ones, the greedy few, the 1%ers, able to control so many other people? How can 1% have power over 99%? They have the money. They had the unity. They had the lobbying powers. Where I was watching the BET Music Awards the other day, and I was just looking at not just the beautiful talent, not just the beauty of our people, but I was just looking in my head, just calculating some of the economic power that came up on that stage. I mean, Puff Daddy just threw $2 million to two colleges. I mean, chump change for a giant. Our people got juice. I mean, we at the present had an attitude of consumerism. We are under Dr. Yaku's law of divide and conquer. And our lack of unity, our lack of planning, our lack of leadership, our lack of pooling our resources, education, and qualifications for independence, as Messenger Elijah Muhammad put it in our lessons, our 12-point program. We have to stop hating on each other. We have to stop the envy and the jealousy, the in-house bickering, the laws of division. And I mean, even in the Nation of Islam, the reality is Brother Minister Farrakhan is the most prominent representative of the Nation of Islam we have. To me, he's not the national representative, he's the international representative, whether you want to accept it or not. I mean, that don't mean that we go along with everything a leader say or everything a politician say. That don't mean that you agree with everything anybody say. You're supposed to be analytical and critical in your thinking, but you never let your enemy see you break ranks. When you see Muslims making prayer and they standing up for salat, their toes are touching, and they symbolically claim that if the ranks are broken, Satan or the jinn could get through. I don't believe in evil spirits floating around, but the land that the masjid is built on, the permit, the license that you need to build a masjid, the lights coming on in the masjid, having air conditioner in the summer and heat in the winter when you make salat. All these things come from power. Not a spook power, not a magical power, but the creative power of our Khalik, or Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, putting you in a position of having the right attitude. You have to think like an independent man or independent woman or independent people to become independent. The struggle continues. Happy date of birth to my beloved mentor and comrade, Kwame. Peace.